Hello, my beautiful collective. My name is Caleb. I am an empath, a psychic, and an oracle of sorts. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. It's been like 3 months since I've recorded a video. Hello. um, we're gonna do a tarot reading for you today. Um, I don't even know where to start. It's been a minute. um, I've missed you guys so much. I just want to say thank you for being patient with me during this time. My life has been such a whirlwind since we last spoke. Um, I genuinely there's too many bases to cover, so I'm just not even gonna get into it. Um, but I appreciate you all sticking around. I've had a few people reach out to me asking where I've been, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos. It's just I like so much of my energy has been dedicated to either work or my music or my bands. Uh, Life's been crazy. Or my friends, like hanging out with my friends or relationships. It's been wild. It has been wild. But I'm here right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be consistently posting videos, but this is at least one for right now. I got off work like an hour ago, um, and I was like, I need to make a video. I need to make a video. And I actually just found out I'm gonna be working tomorrow morning at like 10. It's 12 right now. Um, and I should be going home to sleep, but I literally just found out I'm gonna be covering a shift, but I already pulled up. I've been charging my microphone. It is on, right? Yeah. Oh, I wish this would be turned around so I can make sure. Um, I'm already in too deep. We're not avoiding the video now. It has to happen. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do a tarot reading for you today. I don't have any idea what it's gonna be about. It's honestly been a minute since I've done this style of reading. I've been doing a lot of personal readings for people. Um, so it's kind of nice to return to my roots a little bit. Um, we have the King of Wands. I can't. You're not gonna be able to see the cards. We're just gonna go off the vibes. See what comes out. Oh, the cards are flying everywhere. Where did that go? We have the Shaman. I've been slightly out of practice, so I might need to look at the book. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, it's been wild. It has been wild. Yeah. So, oh wow. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna pull some more cards. I hope you're having a wonderful moment in time. I hope you've had some wonderful moments in time as I've been gone. Like I said, I've missed you guys so much. I've missed making videos. I wish I had had the time over the last few months to make videos or the energy, but I've had to really get my life in order and figure a lot of stuff out. Um, so many things have happened. So many people have come into my life and left my life, and it's been wild. I don't know how else to say it. Oh, interesting. Okay. I actually kind of think that's all I need. So it seems like there's You're at a big moment in your life. Like it seems like there. Hold on, I need one more card for this. Um, yeah. Oh my God. We have the Five of Swords with the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I feel like there is a decision you're having to make about your life or around I don't know. Like what I'm getting from the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, it feels like there's a decision that you're having to make where you're having to take like a lot of different perspectives into account. And like there's such a contrast between the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords in this case because it feels like your decision is really hinging on how you want to affect people or how you um, are maybe handling other people's perspectives or emotions or um, things that they have going on. Because with the Queen of Cups, it's giving this sense of like wanting to have empathy for someone. I don't necessarily know how to get into specifics of the energy that I'm tapping into, but it feels like you're both at this point of like wanting to make sure that someone is taken care of or like um, well nurtured or understood, but at the same time there's this sense of like I need to like you need to just like cut it and run, is kind of what I'm getting from the Five of Swords. Like um, this almost feels like it could be the decision to turn away from a relationship or turn away from a job or a group of friends, um, or even something more nuanced than that. Like maybe it's leaving a book club or um, I don't know. Like you want to be tender to all the people that will be affected by your decision, but also you're like kind of needing to like take yourself into account as well. There's that sense of like having empathy for yourself through the Queen of Cups as well. Um, I'm just getting this like very large bird's eye view perspective of like if I make this choice, who am I either taking down with me or taking with me? We have the Three of Pentacles here. Can I get more on the or the Queen of Pentacles? The Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Very much this energy. It's like this almost feels exactly like what I just said. Who am I going to be taking with me on this journey? Who is going to be um, in it for the long haul? Is kind of what I'm getting. And you're trying to evaluate who you can truly work with, who you can truly um, like where your energy is best spent, um, as you're like kind of moving forward with your life in this new way. There's a melancholic energy around it. Like I'm getting such a like bittersweet sort of buzz in my stomach. Um, that like nervousness of starting a new job or like nervousness of moving homes or like I'm even getting like moving cities. Um, just feeling like you're on the edge of something. Like, this is a big decision, it feels like, however this applies to you. In the advice position, we have the Shaman and the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like there's a very deep need for introspection, and like, I feel like this is a decision that you can't make in one moment. Like, it's something that you need to really let marinate. Um, but not marinate in the sense of like just putting it on the back burner and just letting it haunt you. It's more like let's do some active work to make sure that like the decision that you make is proper. The Five of Wands, making sure that you're not like distracting yourself with either drama or even just like surface level distractions of like partying, which, oh, that's weird. Dude, that's weird. Couple things. Don't mind my voice. I'm very congested right now because I'm getting over a cold. I've been out sick for like 5 days. It has been fucked up. I, oh my god. I have been dealing with a fever and coughing like mad. Uh, so damn exhausted. But I bring that up because of what I said about like not partying. I had this like fucking fever dream the other night. I don't remember much of the details, but I remember one thing. There was one detail that stuck out. It was like there was someone in my dream that like was, they kept making this, oh, I'm getting like chills. They kept making this emphasis to me. They're like, you need to stop drinking. Which makes it sound like I have a problem. I don't really drink. Like, I will drink on occasion if me and my friends are feeling like partying, but that's like once every couple weeks. Like, I don't really drink like that. I might have I might go to the gas station and get like a Mike's Hard Lemonade every now and then. But again, that's like, it's not very often. So it like really was weird to me that like this message was like so adamant. It was like, you need to stop drinking. Um, but I think the point of that, and like really what I took away from that dream um, is that need to cut out distractions. Like really allowing myself to stay grounded with where I am and everything that I'm feeling in this time in my life. Because honestly, there's a lot of chaotic shit happening everywhere around me at the moment. But I think it's really driving this point home of like, no matter how small the distraction may seem, it's important that we're really honing our focus in on the issue at hand. The other card I pulled is the Nine of Swords, because I think the distractions are only like exacerbating the anxiety of the decision. By putting it off, it's only making it more threatening and more scary to make the decision. So it's really important that you're like genuinely taking the time to dive deep within and do some soul searching and um, evaluate what this decision is going to do for you, who's going to be affected by it, but also like what value is coming with this decision when it comes to where you're going and who you're bringing with you there, um, and who you might meet there as well. Like it feels like they're with the Five of Swords. They're like there's such an energy. I don't even know if you can see. Like I always see how with this card, this guy's kind of like turning away from this person, um, with this sense of like I have to do this for me. It feels like there might be people that are you're debating on cutting out of your life. And it's important that you're like truly taking into account like what value people are providing to you, um, whether they're like genuinely benefiting your goals or your path. Um, and the Shaman, I like it. Every time I look at that card, I just keep hearing journal, 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 journal. Like you need to be doing some self-reflection and like really taking stock of your life, taking stock of how you're feeling in your life and where you are, and maybe ways that you are being productive and also not being productive towards reaching this goal, towards making this decision, whatever this decision is. And in the earlier I said in the advice position, for the shaman and the Knight of Pentacles, but that's not the advice position. I meant to say challenge. Did I say challenge? I genuinely can't remember. I was so like in the flow of it. I guess it's both acting as advice and taking notice of the challenge of it, because it feels like you may be struggling to have patience with yourself through this, because it feels like you might be so desperate for change, or so enthralled by the possibilities that you want to jump on this decision. But it's really important that you're taking your time and really allowing this decision to be well thought out, whatever it may be. Apply it to your story however it fits. But it does feel like at this moment there's a challenge of, you may not be looking deeply inside yourself because you're scared of what you might find in that like darkness, in that shadow work. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is kind of attached to this Five of Wands, because like you don't want to be patient because you'd rather get that like sense of feeling like you're making progress by like I'm hearing by finding short-sighted solutions. Like if your goal is to become a better or like more productive person, it almost feels like shortcutting that by like watching a lot of self-help content. And it's almost like you're tricking your brain into thinking you're doing the work by listening to other people who have done the work instead of actually doing the work yourself. Or another example I'm getting is by, instead of speaking your truth, having conversations in your head of what you want that conversation to go like, but never actually saying anything and then allowing the problem to persist. Those are just some examples. This is why journaling is going to be important for making this decision and by moving forward in this energy, because you need to be making actionable steps for yourself to move this forward so that you're not delaying what is meant for you. So you're actually making progress and not just sparking the dopamine receptors in your brain, but instead like taking actual steps and doing it. For the advice section, the actual advice section, slash the where the challenge is leading you, where not necessarily where you're headed, but where you could be headed. We have the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, two very positive cards, two very beautiful cards. Something that the Empress is really speaking to me about. This is something that I heard recently, is having the willingness to ask for help. And I'm especially saying that because of how the Three of Pentacles came out in that initial part of the spread. It feels like you almost, in making this decision, whatever this big change in your life is, I think it's important you really like allow people to help you make this decision, and not like carry all of the weight on your soldiers. What? Shoulders. Maybe this decision is going to the army. Um, I don't know. But like what I'm getting from the Empress is it feels like there may be this um it feels like a friction to the concept of allowing people to assist you, feeling like you need to do it all yourself. It's this very masculine energy, like needing to always be the one pushing the wheel forward, um, instead of getting a goddamn horse, is what I'm hearing. it's that's that's really funny wording that just came out. Um, but it feels like there's some solutions that you could find to make this whole process easier. And you need to really embrace this idea that you're, um, like I'm hearing, eligible of receiving help. Like you don't need to carry all this weight on your own. And I feel like once you allow people to assist you in this process and kind of carry some of the weight with you and help you either come up with new ideas to make this change happen or get some kind of new perspective to push this thing forward. But in doing that, in like aligning with that feminine energy of receptivity and allowing people to carry some weight with you and fucking help you. I keep saying that over and over again, carry the weight with you. It feels like you're really just like you have this belief that you have to do it yourself. You don't. But in allowing people to help, we have the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that is when the floodgates kind of open. Like I think that it feels like this next part of your life is leading to this place of like grand collaboration. And that's why it's so important in this process of figuring out what um, this decision is going to do for you, this big change that is taking place, that is underway. It's important that you're taking stock of who you want to bring with you to make these decisions, because if somebody is not bringing value to your life or truly benefiting you, um, you wouldn't want, like, the oh gosh, the point I'm trying to like drive home with this is that this next era of your life is about having a team of people that are all working towards goals that benefit each other, basically. And not in like a transactional sort of like mafia sort of way, but more in like a beautiful new earth sort of way where it's like just people assisting each other, um, because they happen to like task. Oh, how do I describe this? Like I'm getting the sense of like careers that all are different, but like in them, in these people doing these different things, they all benefit each other mutually, without taking from one another. Like I I don't even know how to describe that, or like I don't have a metaphor to um get that point across. But you want to be kind of choosy about who you're allowing, not allowing in your life, but like who you're bringing with you on this journey. Um, I don't know. My mind just keeps going back to um, one of my best friends. We both have our own goals, but they're very mutually aligned. And every time that we hang out or come together, the conversations that we have, it feels like we are consistently pushing each other forward to like chase our goals. Um, and it's not like I don't know. It's just very... My brain... We're moving on. We're... I don't know. I think you get my point. I think you get my point. That's crazy. This card was on the bottom of the deck earlier, the Six of Wands, and then it just came out. I didn't even mention it. I was going to come back to it, and then I didn't. The Six of Wands. I very much feel like you kind of need to, like, praise yourself a little bit. There's this sense of, like, allowing people to give you a compliment, or, like, allow people to give you your flowers. But also, like, I feel like you need to kind of own your power a little bit, and I'm hearing recognize when you've done a good job. The Four of Wands. And actually, I'm going to leave that card out and put all of the rest away. I feel like we're on to a new, not a new energy, but like a new thread of this energy. Because the Four of Wands, in this case, like, I'm really feeling out the duality of this card in this deck. In how it feels like your perspective, like, I'm hearing your perspective is what you make it. Which is kind of a cliche saying, but I'm actually seeing some contrast, because I just saw the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled, and then just now when I shuffled, the World is on the bottom of the deck. And I'm seeing this duality of a lot of duality in this, like, whole reading. It feels like it's like a situation could be viewed as either a heartbreak or, like, a grand awakening. Like, because the Three of Swords and the World are both, like, they feel like these big ending cards. Like, the Three of Swords is just, like, seeing something fall apart and just feeling absolutely forlorn about it, just truly heartbroken and broken in general. But in that same vein, depending on your perspective, an ending could also be seen as a beautiful thing, a chance for what isn't meant for you to be taken out so that you can truly align with what's meant for you. The chance to, like, actually see a cycle close is what I'm hearing. And the Four of Wands in this deck, it something that the book talks about is that, like I'm almost getting devil energy from it. Like, I'm not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. It's like you can reach a destination and there are these fruits, but you have to be careful of whether the fruits are poisoned. And, like, what I'm hearing, like, in my mind's eye from this is that, like, the fruits are poisoned if you allow them to be. In the sense of, like, it feels like, ooh, like, I almost, hold on. I need some cards as confirmation to what's coming to mind here. Oh, I'm getting chills as all of these cards are coming out. Yeah. So many chills. Oh my god. We got the Psychonaut, Strength, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Psychonaut is the feminine aspect of the Fool card, and I see it sharing a lot of similarity with the Shaman, in the sense of, like, where the Shaman is um, taking the shaman has this aspect of like looking within yourself to create a new sense of identity or new create a new perspective from. I mean, it's this like message of the alchemist in the sense of taking something negative and creating something positive from it. The psychonaut is the fool, but it's more in instead of like taking a leap of faith in a physical way. The psychonaut deals more in the mental realm. It's kind of diving within the psyche. And I'm almost getting the sense of like she looks like she's dancing. You can't really like see, but she's like dancing through the air. And I'm kind of just getting the sense of like you need to learn to like fall deeply into your joy or into the positive expectations of the situations you find yourself in. And it feels like, along with the Four of Wands, like you need to very much um, believe that the place that you're headed is this like Garden of Eden that is filled with the most tasty, beautiful fruits and beautiful landscapes and green pastures and whatnot. Um, and I think strength is coming out here um, in the sense of like needing to really hold true to um, the belief that you deserve good things and that you deserve to um, be in a space of peace and contentment. Fucking segue into the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, I just got a pain in like not necessarily my temple, but like right at the hinge of my jaw. On the right side. And the right side of your body is the masculine side, metaphorically speaking. I don't, I'm not fully sure what to make of that at the moment. 6 of Wands came out again. We got the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Hmm. Sounds like there's someone talking over like a loudspeaker. I'm at a park, so I don't really know why that would. God, I'm getting like a weird sense of deja vu right now. Sorry, I'm like having to recalibrate at the moment. Mm. Fucking where am I? Um. You know what? Again, like I'm gonna keep going back to this message of duality because I feel like these are two perspectives that you keep like oscillating between. We have the Four of Wands as kind of this like all-encompassing thing, but this is where the duality is kind of coming from. This sense of like um maybe I could get to good places, but maybe the fruit that actually lies within there is poisoned. Or maybe you just go to good places. But the duality that I'm seeing between these two separate spreads here, we have the Psychonaut strength, the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like, well, we have that, and then the other spread is the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands. And what I'm seeing from this is this contrast of how the Psychonaut with strength feels like allowing yourself to dive deeply into joy and allow contentment to rise from what is that animal? What the fuck is that? It's not a squirrel. It's not a cat. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm like so distracted by this. It's really long. Ugh, it's hiding just perfect to where I can't see it. But it's like allowing yourself to almost like fostering this sense, or like fostering this mindset of seeing the positive outcomes, and then from that work of like dedicating yourself to like having good expectations of maybe the work that you're putting in, or the places that you go, or the relationships that you're creating. Like, it's almost like stop searching for the stop waiting for the shoe to drop. Stop waiting for shit to hit the fan out of nowhere. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this other spread, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands. It feels like you've kind of built this identity around, like, there's any situation you get in, you have this Ace of Swords moment where the truth comes out, and the effect of that is the Seven of Swords. Like, somebody was secretly working behind the scenes against your favor. The shoe, like, you have this mindset built up that the shoe always has to drop. And then from that shoe dropping, from the fallout of that truth coming out, that's when you get your recognition. That's when the good things come. That's when your self-worth comes. And the double-edged sword of that, is, oh God, is that you're kind of creating this experience of suffering. You're creating this idea that good things can only come from suffering. And you're almost perpetuating this concept by looking for the red flags in every situation that you get into, no matter what it is. You just always know that there's someone that is like plotting, and like doing things at your expense in some sort of way. And I think that Spirit is kind of trying to like ease you into this sense of being like, hey, it's okay. Your experiences. God, what is that animal? Dude, it's so weird looking. In like a really cute sort of way, It's just weird because I've never seen it before. And that's the fucking message. That's the fucking message. It's only weird to you. It only feels weird to have positive expectations because you haven't experienced it before. But just because you haven't experienced it before does not mean that it can't happen. Does not mean that it can't be the way things are. It reminds me of the Polar Express quote, where of like, is seeing truly believing. Like, I think you need to fully believe that these good things can happen to you without any sort of shoe dropping, or without any sort of There's no other way to put it. Like, shit doesn't have to go bad for things to go right every time. And sometimes, like, when we think of the Tower card, like, these sorts of, like, drastic fallouts are necessary when there's so much toxicity building up that shit just has to be torn away and, like, burned to the ground so that good can come out of it. But if you're getting good things, why do you think that, what is that animal, dude? Oh my god. I'm like losing my mind trying to figure out what this thing is. It's so small, but like long. Is it a cat? It looks too tall and slender to be a cat. It almost looks like a ferret with big legs. I cannot figure out what this animal is. I'm sorry I keep getting distracted from the reading by it, but you need to rework your mind a little bit. And I think that's what the journaling should also be about as you are trying to work through this decision. Um you have to be willing to accept that whatever like good can come out of it is something that you deserve. Um I'm kind of hitting a roadblock here as I try to move forward. I think that um yeah. And I especially am driving this point home because the 8 of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. I forgot to bring that up earlier when I first pulled this spread out. But it feels like you need to walk away from that Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands storyline that you've built as canon in your head. Like, these are the canon events. This is the way that good things happen. You need to walk away and leave that mindset behind because it doesn't benefit you anymore. It may have benefited you in the past, but as of right now, I think that mindset is only like, because the idea that I'm getting from this is that you have become such a like master manifester that by you expecting the shoe to drop, you're literally creating the shoe that needs to drop. You know what I mean? Like, you're bringing this story to life. You're giving life to this story, and it's not even from a spiritual perspective. This is literally like psychology of like when you go looking for trash, you find trash. But if you go looking for beautiful things, you're going to find beautiful things. Whatever you are putting your energy into, whatever you are looking for, you are going to find it, you are going to create it. Like um so let's start giving some energy to the idea that actually you do deserve good things. Like that, let that be your fucking um I feel like I make that the takeaway from a lot of my readings is like I deserve good things, but honestly, I feel like that's something that everybody needs to kind of drive home a little bit, especially if you resonate with these readings. You got to have some self-confidence, and let yourself believe that you deserve to be happy. And with the Lovers, I feel like it's emphasizing this point that the choice is yours, what path you walk down, where you decide to go forward. Are you gonna stay stuck, 8 of Swords, or are you going to fucking release the grief of your past, release the baggage that you've been carrying around this struggling artist mindset? That's where my mind is going. Are you gonna let that go and finally just fucking take the action forward? We have the Knight of Swords. Like, I feel like it's fully within your hands. Um, I kind of think that's the reading. Um, yeah. I might pull. Let's pull like one more card, just to kind of have a closing message. God, I've missed reading cards, dude. Mm. This is my home. This is what I'm meant to do, dude. You know what? I actually just split the deck on the Three of Wands, and I think that's so perfect. You've done a lot of thinking. You've done a lot of planning. I'm willing to bet. Oh my god, yeah. Literally the three cards that are, oh my god. And then Justice. We have Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Wands. And then I split the deck on Justice, and the Empress is on the bottom of the deck. That's crazy. And under the Empress, we have Death. Wow. I feel like this is... Okay, can I pull all of these cards out so we can really just... I can drive my point home. And then under Death is the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Oh, holy shit. I'm getting my wires crossed here. Hold on. My wires have been crossed this whole video. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is beautiful. The Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, Justice, the Empress, and Death. Like, I feel like this is the perfect embodiment of what we've been talking about this whole time. Now is the time for you to take action. It's time for you to take those leaps forward and start progressing on your story with positive expectations, with people that empower those expectations and bring productive solutions to your life and are actively helping you pursue these goals and pursue this change that you want to take place in your life, and genuinely take that change. Be that person to, instead of waiting for the shoe to drop, maybe drop the shoe yourself on people that are maybe taking advantage of your kindness or taking advantage of your insight or your energy in whatever kind of way. And take your life into your own hands for your own sake. Justice. Like, let's actually decide what our worth is for ourselves, and stop allowing anyone or anything to tell you what your worth is. Claim that for yourself. And with the Empress, truly just embody this energy of pure self-love, but also I feel like there's kind of this sense of taking people under your wing as well, taking people with you that you value and nurturing those relationships and guiding those people to where they want to be as well, like working together to achieve your goals. And I feel like Death is kind of this, it feels like this stamp of approval almost of the transformation that's taking place within you and in your life. And now it's time for you to fucking stamp the document and make that shit happen. I just pulled the Sun off the top of the deck. And then the Knight of Pentacles as well. And I feel like I'm almost getting this sense of like, it's almost like allow the sun to rise is what I'm hearing. Allow the sun to rise on a new day. That's going to be the title of the video, dude. That's going to be the title of the video. Allow the sun to rise on a new day. Because I think you're almost holding on to this story that's been perpetuating itself for far too long, and it's time you walk away from that. And it's time you embrace the fact that the night has ended, and now it's time for the day to begin anew. It's time for you to enter an era of celebration, of true bliss, where you're actually able to help others the way you want to without being stolen from, to be the guide that you've always wanted to be the leader that you've always wanted to be. But you have to take that chance. You have to grab that pentacle for yourself. And as you do this, as you embrace this new cycle, embrace this new version of yourself, this new path that has been waiting for you for far too long, you're going to find even more people that are going to continue to support these goals. But you have to take the leap. It's up to you. It's fully up to you. The cards just keep confirming. I could just keep pulling cards forever. But we don't we don't need to. I think the point has been driven home. The Two of Cups. Where the fuck did this card come from? Where the fuck did this card come from? Because all the cards on the bottom of the deck are the ones I just put away. What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting mad chills. I don't even know what to make of that in this case. Maybe you need to let yourself be loved a little bit. Love yourself as well. Like, it's time you fully embrace the good parts of yourself. But also, I feel like it's kind of this message of, as you, like, really embrace the beautiful things that are coming your way, and embrace beautiful people, and pursue your goals, and like, really allow this change to transform, love's just gonna, like, fucking smack you in the face, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Suddenly I'm in love. In the Chariot here, as I split the deck, it all starts with you. And as you take these steps forward, like, again, like, everything is just going to align in your favor, and you just have to believe it. It starts with you having these positive expectations for your life. Wow. That was a cool little reading. Not little, this was like an hour long. I didn't even realize. God, I've missed this so much. I fucking love doing this. I hope to see you all again soon. I hope this was able to provide you some confirmation or clarity on what you already intuitively know. Because deep down, you know that this is what you wanted to hear. There's a reason this reading found you. Yeah. If you want to reach out to me, you can do so on Instagram at Full Mental Alchemy with an underscore before and after. My name is Calum. This has been Full Mental Alchemy. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful moment in time, and I will see you all again. Hopefully I don't disappear again. I'm very much just gonna have to take recording videos. I'm gonna have to play it by ear, because I really love doing this, but half the time I'm just like, I have so much shit going on in my life right now. I'm like, I don't want to, I haven't been doing readings because I don't want to deliver a reading when I don't have the energy for it, / even want to, because there's been multiple times where I've almost recorded readings, and then, like, just for the sake of doing it, but I haven't really wanted to, just because I felt so fucking burnt out from everything going on in my life. I want to make sure that if I'm delivering messages for you all, it's from a good place and with the right intentions, and not just for the sake of shilling out content. Because honestly, I could have been doing that the last 3 months / 6 since I've started this job, but I wouldn't feel right. That's not really why I do this. So, I don't know. Hopefully I see you all again soon. Please reach out to me. I would love to hear how this resonated for you, and hear what's going on, what your story is like. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so greatly. My soul family, I love you. Have a wonderful moment in time. I will see you again. Bye-bye.